Ain't got no time for no sequel, you see me living. Don't pop no pill, but we be geeking when we chillin'. So let's chillin'. You be moving fast, better sell your trash before I leave your ass in the past. Just chillin'. I told her leave your nigga in your bed. She said don't say nothing else. She said don't say nothing else. I won't lag on that shit. You said you nigga rapper, but he lame running a bitch. Fuck this conversation, clock your friends. I told him with the shit in your bed. She said don't say nothing else. She said don't say nothing else. I won't lag on that shit. You said you nigga rapper, but he lame running a bitch. Fuck this conversation, clock your friends up. I'm with the shit. You know I hit when I hit. I'm gonna be when I hit. I'm gonna.
Hi, this is Bake Visionary, and today I'm going to talk about low vibrational people and high vibrational people and what it really means. So first thing is being secure. You have to be secure with yourself and just realize that you are you and you're always going to be you. Even if you change physical things, if you put on different clothes, you're going to be you at the end of the day. And basically when you're alone at home and it's just you with your own thoughts, that's who you need to love. You need to just realize like, hey, like there's nothing wrong with me. Being different is actually normal. So first thing that's being secure is the first thing, just the rule of life is just loving yourself. And all that stuff, when you love yourself, that emits to everyone. Like people see that. They just like, they'll be drawn to you. And that's what vibrations are, is the kind of vibe you put out, just the energy you're putting out there. So, and what it's attracting. So, being happy when you're by yourself, being able to settle with your thoughts and just deal with things that you've been through, which is another point, trauma. A lot of people have been through so many things in their lives. So a lot of people have been through a lot of things, a lot of trauma. And everybody goes through things, but the one thing that's going to fuck you up is not coming to terms with it and understanding that it happened, and that being upset and dwelling on things isn't going to change what already happened. You kind of have to think of life as like, I only have one life and I can't let situations control me. So dealing with trauma, you have to, instead of avoiding things, you have to really make yourself deal with it. And one thing to do is don't consume like substances to make yourself not think about it. When I'm going through things, I don't smoke weed when I'm depressed. I'm not a drinker, so I don't drink, if I'm going through things. Those are ways that you suppress your problems, and then it becomes. Try to stay away from substance abuse when you're going through things in your life and when you're feeling depressed, because you don't want to be dependent on those things, and that's how those issues happen. And so dealing with past things, no matter if it's relationship-wise, childhood-wise, all that fucks up your, day-to-day life if you don't deal with it. So that's a big intro into how vibrations happen. So for low vibrational people are emotionally distant. They only let you see the tip top, like an iceberg. It's like they don't let you see what's underneath. They only let you see the little top point, and they could be the nicest people, but it's just you don't know them like that. You know what I mean? It's like they just don't have a connect. It's just so like, it's always a shallow relationship with everyone. Just, hi, how are you doing? How's your day? Okay, great, cool. Oh, haha. And it's like they never just show you the real them. People don't have to tell you all their business, but you can always sense like, when somebody's just like that stereotypical person. They're just, oh, that's that person, they're always happy, whatever. So being emotionally distant, that's the first kind of thing that, shows me like a low vibration, or the first way for me to tell. Stuck in old habits, people that just do the same old thing, and it's just, if it's a bad habit, whatever, it's just, they just are stuck in this zone, in this way of life, and they're not realizing that life is so much more than, just a a routine or a habit that's hindering you or whatever. You're just stuck in habits and it's hard for you to get out of them, and you kind of think negatively about everything. People that with low vibrations bottle up their feelings. It's very hard for them to speak on how they feel and really let you in, which comes back to emotionally distant. It's like, they're keeping everything bottled inside and trying to fake this persona. And so that's what I was saying about being secure. You have to love yourself no matter what. And those things come, with that. It's not, you can't just be open and transparent if you're not secure in yourself. When you love yourself, that's why you see people that are just so open and don't care about things, and they're more lax, because it's just like, you're you. There's nothing you could change about that, and you're dealing with whatever you've been through and what you're going through. You deal with it, That's a big deal. Low vibrational people tend to make poor choices, and they tend to make these choices often. It's examples the type of people that, like your friend, whoever, that call you and they be like, they tell you about a situation. Oh, I'm going through this, and blah blah blah, and they're just all anxious and all over the place. You give them advice, and then after that, like a month later, they do the same thing, and they're constantly in the same situations, and they're constantly blaming the world, and they're just all over the place. And that's a big sign of low vibrations, is people that make the same mistakes over and over and over. You should learn from your mistakes. They should make you a better person. Once you start continuing mistakes, you got to change something about yourself. That's point blank, period. That's like the biggest thing that fucks people up in life, is not learning from their mistakes. It's like, everybody makes mistakes, but when you sit there and you ignore the lessons that God or the universe is showing you, that's when you're just gonna put yourself in that low vibrational state, and it's gonna just make you basically plateau, and you're just gonna kind of be dealing with the same thing and just stuck in that one spot in your life. People with low vibrations are argumentative. They have like this yearning to be right all the time, and it's literally just negativity. It's just, they can't agree with things. They're thinking negative. They want to argue, and it's like so many things mixed in one. It's lashing out. It's wanting to be right. And it's just that dwellingness, like, I don't know, they're just lashing all these feelings out at you. So argumentative, because if you're in a higher place and you're secure with yourself, you're not going to argue. You're not going to deal with that, because that's going to bring you down your vibration, if that makes sense. Low vibrational people also complain a lot. Like I said, they blame things, they complain. Instead of finding solutions, they rather complain about problems over and over and over. And it could be a simple solution, but they just rather complain. And that's that negative that negative mind state is just like a low vibe. It's just, everything is, oh no, I don't agree with you, no, this and that. Like, you're causing problems, you're attracting negative energy. You focus on negativity, basically. Just low vibrational people, they never see the positive in things. They're not optimistic at all. Everything has a negative result, no matter what it is. It's always, instead of being like, okay, I'm gonna have a good day, just kind of like, oh my god, I have to do this today, this, it's like you're attracting already a bad day from the moment you wake up. And it's just like, it's just unnecessary. And when it comes to high vibrational people, of course, everything's going to be almost the exact opposite of low vibrational people. You're very aware of yourself. You're very aware of your emotions, your decisions. You can understand outside of yourself. You can realize if you're doing something to hurt someone else's feelings. You can understand that and stop what you're doing and apologize and be a bigger person. And you're more aware of things. You don't blame, the world. You don't blame your past. You're just aware, like, let me get up and let me have a good day and let me do this, or, oh, like, I'm complaining too much or whatever. You're very aware and you can stop that. That's how I am. If I even catch myself trying to complain about something petty and small, I always be like, that doesn't even matter really, but you know what I mean? Like, that's something so small. Why even waste more than a second even stressing about some shit like that? Empathy. So just, you know, understanding other people's situations and seeing outside of yourself. Just, you know, kind of being like, okay, if I, you know, was in that situation, maybe I would do this, but, you know, like, stuff like that. High vibrational people tend to not take things too serious. Like I was saying, if there's a little problem, you don't let it affect you. Like, some people get stuck on the smallest things, and that's not even important at all, you know, or argue about the pettiest, stupidest shit that doesn't even matter 10 minutes from then, you know. So it's like, you know, when you have a high vibration, you kind of like, things don't bother you, you know. You don't let them bother you. You just kind of like, whatever, you know, there's nothing I can do about it, it's over. So they show gratitude. High vibrational people show a lot of gratitude. They're thankful for things, so the smallest things. Like, when people say, I'm thankful for waking up today, you know, that's like showing gratitude to, you know, God, the universe, whatever you believe in. And it's just kind of putting positivity out there. It's like, people have a habit of only being grateful when it has to be something amazing, like they want to win the lotto, or, you know, something like that. That's when people want to be grateful. But people don't sit there and think like, dude, like, I'm not homeless, or, you know, I'm healthy, you know, like, thank you, I'm grateful for that. People don't take gratitude in small things like that. People all have a habit of only showing gratitude when it's something extravagant, which is it's unfortunate. You should always be happy, just, you know, that you're you, and that you're here, and that, you know, you could be in a worse situation, and you don't need anything to feel happy. If you have a high vibration, you don't need another person to make you happy. You don't need material things to make you happy. You don't need drugs, none of that. You're just happy. You're just like, I'm, you know, like I said, I'm me, I'm happy. There's, you know, I'm just enjoying life. You know what I mean? You live in the present. You just, you know, you understand that you can't get back time. High vibrational people like to nurture themselves, whether it's just soaking in the bathtub, or, you know, just taking some time out to relax, going and buying yourself something. It comes back to loving yourself. You take care of yourself. You're happy. So, like, when you have a low vibration, you tend to be more on the depressed side, and you're more tired, and you don't care about too many things as far as like nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself. When your vibrations are high, you want to get up, and, you know, you don't have to get dolled up, but you're just like, you know, okay, like, I'm going to paint my nails today, or whatever. You just want to nurture yourself. You want to sit there and give yourself a manicure, or you just want to relax and lay in the bed and, you know, take it easy, or take yourself out to eat, whatever it is. You're just focused on you and just your simple needs, which are often ignored. When you have a higher vibration and you're putting out positivity, energies attract, so positive things come your way. If it's a person, a job, whatever. So you tend to have opportunities that appear. And it's really crazy, because when you have a low vibration, negative things, you attract negative things, you attract bad relationships, and a lot of times you just don't even understand why. It's like a cloud. You just have this dark cloud over your head, and you're just like, why are these bad things happening to me? And people don't get that. It's like you're literally stuck in just like an energy, to where it's like there's no positive energy going to like come anywhere near all this negativity. It just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't work like that. And so when you have a high vibration, a lot of things tend to come your way. And that also ties together with gratitude. When you have a high vibration and you're getting these opportunities, you're grateful for them. You're not just getting them and just kind of like, you know, just like, oh, you know, whatever, like, you don't even care. you're like along the way, along your journey in life, you grateful for little things, like I was saying, little things, big things, just opportunities that happen for you. You're very aware of yourself. You're grateful, just everything. You're showing gratitude is just, you know, what's it called? People with higher vibrations don't like to argue. It's more so if someone's arguing with you and it's something that doesn't matter at all, you're kind of just like, okay, cool, whatever. You know, I don't care. Like, you think you're right. I don't care. Like, I'm not spending energy on it because that, like, I'm not attracted to that negative energy. It like your aura just kind of blocks it off. It's like your aura just kind of blocks it off. It's like, okay, whatever. I doesn't want to argue with you. Whatever, fuck. And then being confident, high vibrational, is just loving yourself, being secure in your skin, not caring about whatever, you know. High vibrational people tend to be more intuitive. You're more in tune with what's going on. You trust your gut. You just follow your senses because you know right from wrong, and you know you're following your gut, babe. You just have more clarity when you're in high vibration. You see the world differently, and so you just more in tune with yourself, period. So you're just more intuitive. Let's see. People with a higher vibration, other people like to open up to you. They attract to you, and they're just instantly comfortable because it's just kind of like you guys attract each other, and it's just a feeling. Some people you meet and you just, like I was saying, like people with low vibrations, they have like it's hard for them to show real depth and emotion. They're so just shallow and on the top, and those type of people is just like, hi, how are you? So people with low vibrations, they have that problem with emotions. They're just so distant, so you know it's harder for them to open up and have those kind of conversations. So people with a higher vibration kind of attract each other and can have more in-depth conversations, and they're more transparent because you're just more secure with yourself. So a lot of little stupid things don't bother you. You can open up like that because you love yourself. So that's it for today.